Welcome back to our channel, where we share updates and untold stories about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we bring you some news. Princess Catherine shines in confidence and power as future queen at 43. Princess Catherine has returned to royal engagements after 1 year of cancer treatment. The experts asserts that she is more confident and strong than ever before. As she approaches 43, we have consulted many individuals familiar with Catherine, including royal insiders, friends, and charity representatives. They disclose that Catherine is an inherent introvert who has surmounted her shyness to use her platform for positive purposes, while also exhibiting humor too. Princess Catherine's motivation is defined by them as being motivated by the long-term influence of her work, with an emphasis on decades rather than years, months, or quarterly cycles. Furthermore, they describe how she spontaneously attended the Sarah Everard Vigil, believing it was crucial to be part of the event, and how she delayed informing the palace workers about her attendance until later. From the perspective of those who knew her well, it had been decades in the making. She has had a wonderful year based on years and years of preparation, according to a source inside the royal family. She would undoubtedly admit that a career in public service was not her destiny. She is a reserved person who has a great deal of intelligence, but if it weren't for the guy she married, she never would have considered pursuing a career in the public sector. One source said she doesn't always enjoy overcoming her fear of public speaking. Simply put, she is not outgoing and extroverted by nature. She knows that it's important for her to make a positive change and that you sometimes need to speak up for what you believe in under any circumstances. The source explained that she is not extroverted and puts herself out there. The royal watchers have also seen that she is becoming more willing to use her voice, and they have observed how she has overcome her phobia of public speaking, despite the fact that she has not had any professional training. As soon as her husband, Prince William, asked Princess Catherine to present at one of his Earthshot Awards in September, she immediately agreed to do so. Millions of people watched the significant television event, making every participant a celebrity. She is now a lot more self-assured than she was just a few years ago because she has taken risks and pushed herself out there for other things that are important to her, and she has realized that she is capable of achieving success. Her friend recalls that this situation would have been much harder for her. Naturally, she felt uneasy on that particular day. People value that, and they respect the fact that she is not a flashy person. They see a genuine lady who is making an effort to behave in a gentlemanly manner from what they observe. Her transformation is most readily seen at East Anglia's children's hospices, where she made her initial statement as patron in 2012 when she launched the Treehouse in Ipswich. Her transformation is quite apparent. Despite the fact that she was self-assured from the beginning, it is clear that she has rapidly developed her skills in public speaking and interacting with workers and their families, according to Simon Hemsall, a spokeswoman at EACA. Wonderful was her speech that she delivered at the opening ceremony of the Nook, a hospice in Norfolk, in the year 2019. He was referring to Catherine, who had traveled on a number of occasions in private for the purpose of promoting the organization. During her interactions with children and families, she has shown an extraordinary level of understanding and compassion at all times. Everyone has a favorable reaction to her, and they like the time that she spends with them, which is both kind and personal. Her status on the world stage has significantly improved. Whether she goes to a school with First Lady Jill Biden or hosts world leaders at Buckingham Palace, she is positioned to become a successor to the monarchy in the near future. According to the source, her presence is inconspicuous. Despite this, she is gradually acquiring self-assurance from inside. Due to the fact that she is a natural introvert, she still finds it challenging to interact with individuals of this kind. Nonetheless, she is doing a good job of committing to the role. Over the course of time, Catherine has developed the self-assurance necessary to take the leadership on projects such as the moving televised carol service and Hold Still, a contest for photographers that culminated in a book and an exhibition that was shown throughout the state. In recent times, Catherine has become more relaxed and open about her own family life. She has spoken for millions of exhausted parents when she detailed the challenges she had in schooling her 3 children while they were under lockdown. Another event that occurred not too long ago stands out as a reminder of Catherine's rather ordinary existence before she became a member of the royal family. After the passing of a young woman named Sarah Everard, who was killed by a law enforcement officer who was on duty at the time, Princess Catherine went to a vigil to place flowers in her honor. She then wrote to Sarah's family to express her sadness at the loss of their niece. During that time period, a spokeswoman shared with us that she had a recollection of the sensation of traveling across London at night. Over the course of many years, her kind nature has been readily apparent. It was a very significant occasion for young women all around the country, and Catherine felt compelled to show her support for them, despite the fact that she had only discussed the matter with her security officers before the event. In the words of a friend, she only acted. Given her personal sensitivity to the matter, she deemed it crucial to participate in the event. It was a rare public display of spontaneity from Princess Catherine, whose style in her public life is often highly calculated. This was a rare occasion. Based on the information provided by a source close to Princess Catherine, she has a solid long-term vision. While she is working inside the organization, she considers her objectives and her job with a 20 to 30-year perspective. She has a natural talent for strategy, and her goal is to make a meaningful impact on the community around her. A source claims that, despite the fact that she is an introvert by nature, she is doing a successful job of adjusting herself to the position. The source said that all of her records were involved. Her creative mind is evident as she brings pre-existing ideas to meetings. In addition to being an essential component of the team, she pays careful attention to every small detail. Dealing with someone like that is a lot of fun. If you were to presume that this person would be the successor to the kingdom, you would be wrong. She is really committed to her work. In addition to being fairly self-deprecating and humorous, she often comes with a plethora of notes, ideas, and items that she has read at the time of her arrival. Due to the fact that the children have grown older over the last couple of years, she has been able to enjoy a little bit more time, and she is thrilled about it. It has been brought to our attention by Chief Scout Bear Grylls that the Scout Association is yet another group that will reap the benefits of Catherine's long-term effort. Princess Catherine is well-liked and renowned for her zeal for early-year youth work. It has been wonderful to see her devote a significant amount of time and energy to scouts all across the nation for a number of years. We have been honored to have her serve as a joint president, and when she wears her scout scarf, she demonstrates solidarity with the 57 million young people all around the globe who recognize the extent to which scouting has the capacity to transform and improve their lives. To me, she is a hero. I admire her. A Scout source reports that Catherine has earned certification as a Scout assistant. Our people cherish it and view her as one of their own. Following the creation of vegetarian burgers with the Scouts at COP26 in November, she waited for the media to go before going back inside to eat with them. The confidential source adds it wasn't just a picture op, it was just for the moment, and that's really essential because it's not just lip service, but a belief in the organization's principles. According to a source inside Scout, they have the impression that she is a member of their group. The extremely personal approach that Catherine takes has led her to make contact with survivors such as Yvonne Bernstein and Stephen Frank, whose photographs were taken by Princess Catherine and are now on show at the Imperial War Museum until January 9th. By way of explanation, Olivia Marks Waldron, the chief executive officer of the Holocaust Remembrance Day Trust, adds that she wanted to not only meet the survivors and take photographs of them, but also to listen to their tales and comprehend them. She has communicated with them a number of times, including sending them Christmas cards and inviting them to a number of different events. She has shown a great deal of compassion and empathy for them and their related individuals, and as a consequence, she has expressed a desire to educate her own family concerning the Holocaust in a manner that is suitable for their age, considering that they are quite young. What an excellent role model for other parents to follow. It presents a genuine challenge to any biases that other parents might possess. It has an incredible amount of power. I am grateful for the chance to make a difference. However, she has had to take some time sketching out her own path, according to the royal source, who was speaking about Catherine's increased attention on her career. Catherine is really grateful for the opportunity she has to make a difference via her work. Over the course of those early years, she was not interested in short-term successes. This is something that does not inspire her. The coverage of the daily news does not pique her attention. She is especially worried about the course of events in the long run. She is aware that it is her duty to offer ongoing assistance for William, the organization, and her family. She should provide this support for decades, not just for a few years, months, or quarterly cycles. Catherine's ability to unite people is evident. Following her wedding, Catherine made it her mission to have a comprehensive understanding of the difficulties she was encountering in regard to her obligations, which included issues pertaining to her mental health, addiction, children, and relationships. As a result of her work, she has developed a strong conviction in the importance of offering all children the best possible beginning in life. In June, she established the Royal Foundation Center for Early Childhood, which is a facility that brings together experts to work alongside one another in an effort to deal with family issues that may result in problems such as addictive behaviors, homelessness, and family abuse in the future. A royal source explains that she came to the realization that everything stems from her earlier years, regardless of whether they were happy or terrible, as a result of her involvement in all of those areas. This marks the culmination of her 10-year journey as a working royal, which has brought her to a position where she is able to use her power and her ability to bring people together in order to find solutions to issues. The beginning of a big transformation is a little one. According to the source, Catherine released the center's first report in June after meticulously reviewing it with the specialists. Because she is doing it despite not having to, she is clearly concerned about this issue. Dr. Goody Singh, an expert in neurodevelopment and sociopediatrics who met with Princess Catherine to evaluate the results, said that she is contemplating the ways in which she may use her position to bring about significant and long-term change. This is not something that all people in positions of power do. At the Royal Foundation's Early Years conference in November, Catherine herself declared, "I am a mother." Other professionals were also there. It requires bravery to have faith in an outcome in a world that may not be fully realized for at least a decade, if not longer. However, what we do is not for a quick victory, but rather for a significant one. This is in the best interest of a society that is happier and healthier, as well as children who are happier and more intelligent. Dr. Goody continues by saying that in order to get all of those people together, you need to fall into a certain category of people. The capacity to bring people together is one of her many strengths. She has this talent. One thing that sets Princess Catherine apart from other politicians is the fact that she does not have a short-term policy cycle. She does not solicit your vote or feel compelled to respond to current events. The fact that it will take some time to accomplish is something that she is aware of, but she is concerned with putting in place things that will be of use to children in the future. This way of thinking has the potential to alter everything. That she is on our side is a relief to me. I get the impression that she has a considerable impact in this industry. According to Jason Nauf, who is leaving his position as CEO of the Royal Foundation, which is owned by the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, it's a lifetime process. She believes that treating this issue similarly to global warming is morally appropriate. We are not discussing the extent of brain science's influence with sufficient seriousness. It is her expectation that if that study becomes as widely recognized as the science of climate change, it is going to have a positive influence on every aspect of society. She is a remarkable individual in every way. Her unadulterated vision, in addition to the manner in which she actively participates in the project and then conveys her expertise, makes her a very strong force, and she has done a great deal outside of the camera. Peter, who has worked with Princess Catherine since 2015, says that she consistently behaves with humility, despite the fact that she is unique for someone in her position in terms of the subject area or knowledge that she has. This has enhanced and broadened my understanding of her throughout the course of my interactions with her. She has the potential to be an outstanding clinical psychologist. In spite of the fact that she has spoken to difficult children on several occasions, including children who have been expelled from school, she manages to communicate with them in a way that is quite remarkable. She is an entirely admirable person, someone who really cares about others, and has a strong desire to utilize the position she now has to improve people's lives in the most admirable way possible, in the most serious and committed way possible. Thank you for watching the video. Do you think she is fit to be queen? Please let us know your thoughts, and goodbye for the time being.